This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. The Bulldogs offense comes on the field first today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy's in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Play action here on first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The ball handed off. They bring him down right at the 20. They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Penn State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game crew. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, they're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here we go. Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Out of the gun now on third down. The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he's able to send the punt away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. As the first down is still going. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with first and goal. Wants to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They strike first in this national title bout. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they bring him down. Blockers, not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looking for a man deep on the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
How about the option keeper here by this Penn State quarterback for a first down and positive yards? Chris, you think back to all the Penn State quarterbacks, you can go with a long list of guys that could throw the football downfield and pick you apart. Not that many option quarterbacks, guys who were that dual threat guy. Michael Robinson comes to mind. He had a magical year for Penn State when he was the quarterback. And the other one that comes to mind is got to be more recently Trace McSorley. What he was able to do with Saquon Barkley in that backfield, run that Joe Moorhead offense.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Clean toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and they pick it up. It's a live ball.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's bringing it back. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. The offensive coordinator's got to love his starting field position. defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Offense behind the sticks facing a second and long. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Oh, he tricks him again. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch. The Bulldogs will line up here on first down and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, in the ball.
An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get...
Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Then he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quick throw, the catch is made. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. Breaking free at midfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Quarterback still with the football. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
After the PAT, the lead is now 16 points. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hodges. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Throw to the running back in the flat. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Grab down the middle. It's Barber. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Caught! He's wide open, look out! They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Got the first down and still motoring. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The handoff from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Muscles past the defender. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Hey, Chris, how about the running back here on 3rd down and 1? He's so focused on trying to just pick up a couple yards for the first down. You can almost see him slightly hesitate there once he hit that initial surge from that defense and was still on his feet. He's looking around. There's nobody to slow.
Tremendous protection. There's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Penn State. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Catch is made down the middle. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On the run, he'll let it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. He's running out of time here. Looks like he's going to run it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. The Dogs will line up to kick it away. This will be his 4th punt tonight. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
That's made on the left side. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff again. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7th.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The Nittany Lions looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The defensive penalty makes it 2nd and 7 for this offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Hits the running back in the flat. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the penalty is going to wipe away the touchdown and back up the offense. Let's see if they can overcome that mistake. 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Now here he goes. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
The Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense facing second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We're just 1 quarter away from pounding a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man down the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominant at the line of scrimmage. Offense are going to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. A deep shot, but he paid for it. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! This offense really clicking.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Past the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The defensive penalty moves the ball closer now on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. That's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions.